Hey guys, hope you're having an awesome day and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be going over how to get your real estate license and become a real estate agent in California. I'll also leave a link in the description below about my #1 recommendation about how to prep for and pass the real estate exam in California. This is the same course I used about 6.5 years ago to pass my real estate exam the first time. If you live in another state, this video still applies to you. Just look up your state's requirements. Before we get started, to never miss a video about real estate and entrepreneurship topics, subscribe to my channel right now and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos. Go ahead and subscribe right now. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in the video. If you're not familiar with what a real estate agent does, then agents are licensed individuals who help people buy or sell real estate. Agents are paid a commission when a house sells, and the commissions are paid through the seller's proceeds from the sale of that house. Almost all agents are paid 100% through commissions, so we're not paid hourly, we're not a salaried worker. At the time of this video, I've been a realtor for about 6.5 years in Sacramento, California, and it's by far the most fulfilling career I've ever had. It's challenging and it provides my wife and I with a lot of freedom. It's also by far the most fun I've had in a job because I can tour beautiful homes and meet new clients every day. I'm helping people with probably the biggest financial decision they'll make of their entire lives, so it can be a very gratifying job. Prior to being a real estate agent, I worked as a CPA or a certified public accountant, working long hours for less pay. I worked at one of the big 4 accounting firms, working as an auditor. For the first audit client I was assigned to when I worked as a CPA, I would arrive at my job about 8 o'clock in the morning and wouldn't leave until about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I would get home about midnight and then go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 6:30 in the morning, and repeat that process almost every day. At the end of each audit, none of my clients told me, "Jason, that was the best audit I've ever gone through." Yeah, that never happened. So after several years, I realized this is probably not the career path I want to go on, and I'm so thankful that I found a career in real estate. What are my favorite things about being a real estate agent? #1 is the flexibility that it provides. I can work from home, I can work at my office, or I can work at a coffee shop. I'm considered self-employed, so I don't work a typical 9 to 5 day. Some days I work very early, and some days I work very late. It just depends on the day. Second, I'm helping people with the biggest financial decision of their lives, so it can be a very gratifying job, like I said before. Third, it's entirely up to you about how much money you want to make. Some people work part-time to supplement their income, while others work full-time and make a very healthy living. Fourth, I love the variety of my job. I work in different locations and meet different people every day. Every single day is different because every real estate transaction is different. In prior jobs, I worked in a cubicle 9 to 5 or sometimes 8 to 10 p.m. and the days would go by very slowly. But as an agent, since I have a lot of variety in my job, the days go by very quickly. Although there are many pros to being a real estate agent, I want to be 100% transparent and say that there are some downsides about the career. Because you don't have a set schedule, it's very hard to turn yourself off. So while you're on vacation, it's very challenging and very hard not to respond to texts and emails and phone calls while you're on vacation. Also, you don't have any paid time off like you do if you're an employee. Agents also work nights and weekends when their clients are not working. Also, since it's 100% up to you about earning a living, you have to be very self-disciplined. If you're not self-disciplined, you're going to have a very challenging time in making it as a realtor. Also, pay can be very inconsistent. You can make $75,000 one month and then make nothing the following month. In addition, it can be very stressful for people to buy or sell a home, so emotions can run very high. So as a realtor or a real estate agent, it's up to you to make your clients feel comfortable and always put your clients' needs ahead of yours. Lastly, there's no guarantees that you're going to succeed. In fact, there is a high failure rate. Now again, even though there's some downsides, I feel that the pros far outweigh the cons, and it's the most gratifying and fulfilling job I've ever had. As long as you work hard and always put your clients' needs ahead of yours, and I repeat, put your clients' needs ahead of yours, the money will follow and you will succeed. If you're still interested in getting a real estate license, then the requirements vary by state. But in general, you have to be at least 18 years old, be a legal resident of the United States, pass the education requirements, or complete the education requirements and pass the exam. There's no experience necessary, and also there's no college degree that's required, so the barriers of entry can be very low. For the California education requirement, there are 3 courses that you must complete through an accredited program. I would highly recommend that you select a program that offers it online. I really liked First Tuesday's program. It was very easy to complete, and I did it in about 2 months. First Tuesday's program was very easy and fast, and if you want to go check it out, I'll leave a link in the description below. I recommend what they call their Basic Plus program, and that gives you everything you need to pass the exam, including, most importantly, practice questions and practice exams. I recommend that you read through all their course materials, memorize their flashcards, and go through each of the practice questions at least twice. If you do that, you will easily pass the exam. Now, after you complete the education requirement, then you would apply for the real estate exam. In California, if your application is approved, then the Department of Real Estate will send you your test date. In California, the exam consists of 150 multiple choice questions, and you have 3 hours and 15 minutes to complete them. That means you must complete each question in about 46 seconds on average, which gives you plenty of time. You should be able to complete each question in about 10 to 30 seconds. If you take the exam in electronic format, after the exam, you'll be given your results immediately, but you won't be given a score. You'll simply be given a pass or a not pass. To pass the examination, you must correctly answer 70% of the questions. So out of the 150 multiple choice questions, you must correctly answer 105 of them. This may seem daunting, but if you study, you will pass the exam. Again, I always tell people the barriers of entry into real estate are very low. And I'm the worst test taker, so I would be shocked if I missed more than 10 of the 150 questions. The easy part, honestly, is getting your license, but the hardest part is finding clients. So when you get your license, no one's going to give you a book of clients and say, hey, here you go. It's going to be up to you to generate leads, convert those leads to clients, and then help those clients buy or sell a home. I won't go into too much detail here about generating leads because that's not the purpose of this video, but some of the lead sources you could have is from cold calling, door knocking, asking for referrals from your friends and family, and doing open houses, to name a few. I started my career in real estate about 6.5 years ago, working with investors mainly. Those investors were flipping houses and also purchasing houses that needed to be remodeled. They would remodel them and then rent them out. And we'd be placing about 10 to 20 cash offers every day on properties. So I had a very unique start of my real estate career. However, if I was on day 1 of having my license today, this is what I would do. I would tell all my family and friends that I am starting my career in real estate and ask them if they know of anyone who's looking to buy or sell a home in the next 12 months. On top of that, I would try to do as many open houses as possible. I would ask any of the agents in my office if they have any listings they want to held open, and I would do as many as those as possible. And I would focus on the houses that have been on the market for a very short period of time, ideally a brand new listing. The worst thing is to select a house that's been on the market for a very long time and have no one show up, and you just wasted your whole day on a weekend. Big picture here, focus on your client's needs first and the money will follow. Focus on providing them great value and excellent customer service and you will succeed. Now comment below, what questions do you have about being a real estate agent? I'd be happy to answer your questions below. If this video was helpful, let me know by subscribing and hitting the like button. I truly appreciate the support from you. Thank you. I hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. In California, again, the exam consists of 150 multiple choice. In California, the exam consists of 150 multiple choice.